Just as a fun guideline, they say, right, that basically you can smoke cigars all times of day, but generally, with breakfast or in the morning, you do something a little bit lighter, and then sort of in the middle of the day, it's time for something a little more robust, and then after dinner, typically paired with some kind of alcoholic beverage, just to add a bit more fun. That's when you would smoke your heavier cigars. The first most important part when you're going to smoke a cigar, obviously, is you need to cut the cigar. This is a sealed top here, so you need to basically cut it off, otherwise you'll never get any smoke out of it. What I like to do is basically just as the round part of the cigar starts to straighten out, that's where you do the cut. Too far and it sort of fall apart, and too close and it'll be too small a cut, and you'll be sucking really hard to get the smoke out. Preferred cutter is they call this a double guillotine. So you've got two blades that come together when you snap it together like that, and that'll generally give you a pretty clean cut. Not a lot of science involved here, just basically determine where you want to cut the cigar and get it in place, and then a quick sharp motion and boom, there you go, it is cut. All right, now you've got to light the thing, and generally, I think it's a good idea you either use a butane lighter or matches. Don't use those normal cigarette lighters, because the fuel that's used is not odorless and tasteless. It's a bit more chemical, so it'll actually transfer that taste to your cigar, which obviously you don't want to do. Warm it up a little bit first. You sort of hold the flame, not on the cigar itself. You just want to get the edges of it a little bit warmed up. And ready to be lit. So this is the foot of the cigar here, and we're just kind of warming it up, not really lighting it yet. And you should feel that it's warmed up and it's ready to be lit now. My personal preference is I always just light the cigars around the edges. I don't burn all the way in, and the reason being that you light around the edges, and then when you smoke the cigar, you draw the smoke in, the heat will automatically move into the center of the cigar. So you shouldn't have to, you shouldn't have to burn the whole end of it before you start. So we'll do that for you here. You get right up to the cigar with the flame, and just kind of hit those edges there. And you want to roll it in your fingers so that the light is as even as possible. And you get an even light means you're going to have an even smoke. All right, sometimes it's helpful just to blow on it, so you can see if you missed any bits, like that little section there. All right, and once you're pretty sure that you've got your cigar lit, then go ahead and generally helpful to kind of just moisten the tip of the cigar. You could do this by dipping it into your drink, or just kind of, licking it a little bit. It is a personal thing after all, so we're not going to be passing this around. And nice big draw. All right, so in Singapore, just owning a great cigar isn't enough. You obviously need to find some place to smoke it. And by local law, my patrons and myself, of course, are prohibited from smoking cigars, cigarettes, tobacco of any kind indoors, and that includes B28. So the solution that we came up with is as follows. We've gone ahead and mounted these great bench seats to the side of the wall of the building. I've also installed a canopy for covering and protection against the rain. We have wall fans, we have LED lighting, and what we've done is basically create a comfortable smoking area in very close proximity to the bar, where there was no smoking area.
Monkey see, monkey like, monkey do. BananaManaTV.